So what have you been up to? Like I know you say you're doing shows and stuff, but you've been alive and well, but obviously it's been a little different since the rock and everything is gone.
Yeah, definitely, man. This the thing with me, man. And a lot of people don't agree with it. My man Loke hated, man. He's I'm a real at heart. I grew up watching real artists, you know what I'm saying, come through the game with really being into their craft. And I know it's more smarter to be more focused on your business, but the business wasn't as important at the time. You know what I'm saying? We was really into our pen. Now it seemed like these dudes be doing a lot of stuff for money. You know what I'm saying? And it don't be no craft going on. And I was really driven by other dope artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? That made me want to rap. I only rap because the artist that was out was so dope. I wanted to be like them. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be like Slick Rick. And I wanted to be like Big. And I love Ghostface Killer. You know what I'm saying? They was ill to me. I wanted to be fly like that. I want to be an ill rapper like that. That influenced me. But now, after a while, when the game changed, there was no more drive, no influence. It was nothing to feed off. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of fell back, man. I felt like there was disrespect in the game, man. I just wasn't digging it, man. I don't know, but that was them. You had to go through that, and now I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I got hip hop right here. You know what I'm saying? At heart, even if the game not going that way, but Crakk, you are you're a name in the game. You know what I'm saying? Why not take advantage of that? You know what I'm saying? Especially because I'm so ill. It's a shame. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, yo, what's up, Crakk? Damn, come on, man. You got to kill these niggas, man. I be like, nah, I know I can murder these niggas, but I do not want to rap with these corny ass niggas, man. It ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's different now. I feel like murdering them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So speaking of that, like, there's a lot of talk about the new generation, the new rappers. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on it? As far as are they just doing them, or are they killing it? What do you think?
It's some good dudes out here, man. It's some good new generation artists, but it's a small percentage. You know what I'm saying? And it's the thing, though. I don't even look towards this hip hop, and it's just all my opinion, man. It's just how I am. I'm just who I am. You know what I'm saying? But I don't look towards this music now for enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about that to me no more. The music sucks right now. Like a large percentage of it sucks, and I understand that, and that's a downer. But the dope side of it is that rappers are getting paid and more than they ever seen a rapper get paid in the history of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Independent rappers. And the game ain't never been that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's a blessing that us coming from the streets, urban or wherever you from, that you able to make bread off this industry. You know what I'm saying? At that level right now. So I respect that side. I'm proud of that side that's where it went. Business wise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That we ain't gotta worry about these labels and all of that. That somebody like Wiz could just come out and just create his own Taylor Gang label and just take off through the sky, you know what I'm saying? And so many other artists did that after that. That's just ill. I love the fact that labels is suffering and they gets no bread. You know what I'm saying? And they crashing and bankruptcy and all that. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like some get back for the artists and stuff like that. And, I don't got to sign to nobody. You know what I'm saying? My man Oskino is killing it right now in the streets as far as putting out albums or mixtape albums and selling them on iTunes independently. He's a walk-in label.
Right. Yeah.
He don't owe nobody no money or nothing.
Yeah.
No manager or nothing.
Right.
He ain't got no job. He got a brand new Stingray. He's doing it up right now. And that's dope to me. You know what I'm saying? So I really admire that side of the game, but I'm not playing under this music at all. I don't listen to this stuff.
One time you said, "Fuck the internet." It was on a Roots song a few years ago.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I said that because I didn't say that because internet is dope. It's a dope promo tool, and it's what we got. It's free for us to do what we express ourselves. I said that because around that time that I said that, the bootlegging was so heavy and it was messing up with the sales when sales matter. Because now sales don't care. You gonna get bootleg, but that's around the time when we thought we could do something about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I said fuck the internet because they was hurting us. You know what I'm saying? So
How do you feel now?
internet is dope, man. Free everything. You know what I'm saying? Free everything. Free porn, free music, everything, movies. I'm watching everything. You know what I'm saying? No, internet is dope, man, and it's just dope for all any independent artist. I was just online. I was looking at somebody page, and they kept posting this young kid from Philly. I think his name G1000. He from Philly. I liked him. I never met him before, but he was ill. So if it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't have never even knew about him. I never heard of this kid, and I'm not out around the young boys on the block no more to be right there. If he ain't got no buzz and he ain't really going hard, like if I don't see no video on TV, I don't know what's going on. But I seen him on the internet, and then I ran into him in the gas station the other day. And he walked in the gas station, and I was like, yo, you rap, don't you? He's like, yeah. I said, yo, what's your name? He's like, G1000. I said, yo, I love you, man. Take my number, man. We got to do a song. That's the beauty of the internet right there. So, you know, it connected us. You know what I'm saying?
So speaking of the internet, switching gears a little bit, Meek and Beans been going at it back and forth a lot, heavy, through the internet as the way, in a lot of ways. What's your thoughts on this situation?
What you mean? In detail, the situation, or just them going back and forth?
Well, just them going back and forth.
I'm not feeling that at all. I'm not feeling anybody going back and forth. All right, first of all, I don't even pay attention to anybody little riffs online and all that stuff. That's not G to me at all. No disrespect to nobody, but I'm just not feeling no tongue wrestling back and forth. Remember back in the day, you'll see a nigga when you see him. You know what I'm saying? I see you at the show. Remember you were punching their face at the show?
Yeah.
What happened to that shit? Now they going back and forth and all of that, man. That's cool. That's on them, but I'm not feeling that whole thing, man. Yeah. Back and forth, man. I mean, if it's a publicity stunt to not sell records, but you know, to get a buzz, gonna create some energy, cool. But I'm not feeling that, man. That's not G, man. If it's real beef, now if it's fake, I don't know. Y'all got me fooled. But if it's real beef and anybody, and I ain't talking about them, just anybody handling beef over Instagram or whatever like that, that is not G, man, at all. Yeah. Girls be talking back and forth like that. Yeah. I don't even text nobody. I don't respond to nothing, dog. I respond to good comments. You know what I'm saying? If somebody let me know, like, yo, Crakk, I've been rocking with you for years, it's only right to show them love. But if somebody say something crazy to me, like, yo, man, you washed, we don't want to hear that, man, get out of here, man, so, yeah. I'm not doing that because I ain't from that era, man. I know that's a sucker on the other end, cause ain't no thoroughbred gonna say nothing. Only thorough niggas gonna say something thorough. You know what I'm saying? I don't like everything on everybody's page. There be a lot of dumb shit niggas be doing, but I'm not gonna make myself like no nut all on your page. Like, yeah, man, you corny as shit. Take that dumb ass jacket off. Why disrespect that man on his page? Get off his page. Right. You don't even know him. You know what I'm saying? That's some whole shit. So I ain't feeling it, man. You never heard about me ever going. You never will, man. Somebody say something, as a rap nigga or something, he say something about, all right. You know what I'm saying? All right. That's all you get is an all right. Right. You know what I mean?
But how do you feel about it on the other level of just, you know, Philly rappers beefing? You know, Charlemagne said something the other day about Philly rappers, and I thought it was weird. Not weird, but just a telling statement, if you know what I mean, from a dude, you know, from down south, from really on the outside looking in. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about it? Like, you know,
what did he say?
Well, I ain't really focused on Charlemagne's comments per se. I mean, I just mean in general, people watching Philly versus Philly is what I'm saying.
I mean, at first, man, Nori hit me, man. He was like, yo, man, y'all looking bad over there, man. I said, what you mean, y'all, man? Ain't me. That's them. Whoever that is, they don't represent me. He's like, no, that's y'all. That's Philly. I was like, I don't know about that, man. But then after I took a good look at it going on, and it started to get worse and worse, I'm like, yo, that is bad because everybody not like that. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of stand-up dudes there. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with them. You know what I mean? Yeah. But for the outside, you know, the world, they don't know. This is the biggest thing that's going on coming out of Philly. This is all they see. And it kind of, they like, damn, that's how them niggas is? Crazy. Right. That's not how us niggas is at all. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, hey, man, it is. Charlemagne said it was bad luck. What'd he say? Oh, he said.
Yeah, he said something along the lines of it, you know. I can't really remember the exact quote, so I don't want to
All
put
right,
words in
I
his
got
mouth.
you.
But just something about y'all not being close. It
I
couldn't have been basically if brother versus brother turns into this. It was
yeah
never a real situation to begin with.
yeah honestly my bad. I can catch with this left. My bad. I got the gum and shitty. I got it. Good looking, choke.
No joke.
Right. But yo, let me keep it real with you, man. Philly always been like that, man. I grew up in Philly. My bad. Hold on, I don't want to let my jammy jam out. That's the secret right there. I keep that thing. That's for the next single right there. Y'all ready? Nah, look, we always had problems in Philly, man. We always had that crabs in the barrel thing going on.
Yeah.
But look, if you from there and you grew up there though, I'm adjusted to that shit. I grew up that way. I know how to, that's how you know how to move around it, man. You got to stick to your shit, what you do out there in Philly, man. There's a lot of suckers in Philly, man. There's a lot of suckers everywhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. It ain't no thing to me. It's just like when people come to Philly and one of my homies might come from New York and he on his way like, yo, I gotta bring the ratchet. I'm like, no, you ain't gotta bring the ratchet, dog. He like, no, I heard, man, niggas in. No, man, that's what you hearing, but I live here, man. I don't know if I'm numb to it, but this is just Philly, man. Just it is what it is, man. It was a better city back in the day when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Niggas be like, yo, you gotta represent Philly, man, PSP and all of that. I don't care about no Philadelphia, man. I don't care about no city or none of that shit. I just care about my family, my circle, you know what I'm saying, our livelihood. Because this world went in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? When it was back in the day and we was all, and the blocks was really blocks and squads was squads and we took care of each other and we was really like our brother keeper. But now that's gone, man. And I'm not looking out for nobody that's like shady and might stab me in my back. I'm not with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I support people, anybody. I'm not just saying no Philly support Philly, man. Anybody that's a good motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, that deserve it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not just supporting a bunch of niggas that's just on some bullshit or trying to get a oop.
How do you feel about things now? It's all over with. Jay's doing his thing. Beans is, I mean, everything's changed basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What are your general thoughts now on everything?
Honestly, man, I let the past be the past, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I really don't be having no thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Cause it's just like what's the use? That time did for us what it did for us. I appreciate it. It was a wonderful time. It was like hitting the lottery. You know what I'm saying? It was the best time of my life. It was like a dream come true. It really was a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? It was something I always wanted to do all my life. Prayed to God every night for since I was a little kid, writing rhymes like 12. And it happened. You know what I'm saying? And it happened on that large scale. And to be with people like Jay and be a part of State Property with Beanie Siegel and Dame Dash there and the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's gone now. You know what I'm saying? SP, all of that, that's over. It served its purpose. You know what I'm saying? Let's move forward. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about moving forward. It just doesn't seem smart to focus on anything that's gone. You know what I'm saying? I can't dwell on it. People might run up on me. They want to talk about the past. Oh, Crakk, what's up, man? Damn, what happened with Jay? And I can't get into that conversation. That conversation is useless. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to ask me what we doing next, you know what I'm saying? I want to do some films and all type of shit. Finish directing these vids and let's write some screenplays and shit like that. We could get into that conversation, but we're not going to dwell on what happened with the album and what did you say to this person and did so-and-so really do this and that? Fuck all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't trip about that, man. And I mean, I have in the past. People be trying to contradict me, like, nigga, you did say some shit. But that's when it was actively happening, and you catch feelings because you like, damn, you want things to go a certain way, and they ain't going a certain way at the time. But once it's over and you're past that, and you survive through that, and you still you know what I'm saying, and still moving, and you still able to do you, who gives a fuck about that shit? Yeah. And I get to look at it in a better light because looking back at it, I look at the brighter things of it. I never look at the negative. Niggas always talking about bringing up the negative, what happened, and it shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and all that shit. Mm-hmm. Why not look at the dope side? Like, nigga, we was really there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Jay gave us a hell of an opportunity. Hey, all of them opening the door for us. Kareem, the whole Rock staff and Def Jam and all of that, to even take niggas off the block and give them something. No matter how things might have went wrong. Niggas always bitching when something wrong, but when it's popping, it's all good. We splashing all in the jacuzzis and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the shit, man. I am never trip about that shit now, man. I'm a part of something that's in stone and it's just ill that, you know what I'm saying? It's like legendary. You know what I'm saying? Not to toot my own horn, but being affiliated with that, niggas consider me legendary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because of the era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just dope. You can't buy that. You know what I mean?
What's your approach to writing rhymes? I always was a fan from your specific type of rhyming. It was fast paced.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What was your thought process when you put your pen down?
Honestly, man, when I first started rhyming as a kid, I would write once I started writing real dope rhymes when I created my own style, and I started creating my own, not my own style, but when I started creating styles. Cause it ain't no one style. You know what I'm saying? I'm approaching shit different ways. I always took pride in experimenting, you know what I'm saying? With the beat, experiment with flows. I don't know how it's gonna go. But like it's not a game I'm from Philly. Go by that name, P. Cause he Mac Million. Shit like that, just having fun on the beat.
Right.
And then come out dope. You know what I'm saying? And every time I would do one, I would always remember like, yo, Crakk, that one you gotta do, it gotta be better than that last one. Right. And the next one better than that one. And I just would always experiment, and I always would pick the craziest beats. The beats nobody wanted. Everybody's wanted the grimy beats or the typical beats that's easy to flow on. I always wanted the unorthodox beats with the little drum kicks and some old freaky shit, because I could get freaky all in the cuts real quick. You know what I'm saying? I could maneuver all through the beat. So that's a part of it. And then when I start catching fire, I would lay out like 5 pieces of paper like on the bed, and I would have different beats and shit, and I would just start writing. I'll put one beat on, start writing the one until I don't feel it no more, and then I put another beat on, and I start writing to that one. I just start going around in a circle, you know what I'm saying? And I write like 5 joints a day like that. So that was part of my shit too. But it's all really about, I tell everybody, like any young dude that like inspiring artist or songwriter, to experiment, man. Don't get caught up in the typical formats of songwriting. And you know what I mean? Like hook, verse, shit boring. Right. Why not just start the joint with a long ass hook, one verse in the middle, and a long hook at the end? Some freaky shit. But try experiment, man. Don't get programmed. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way. You got to break some ground and be innovative. You know what I'm saying? As much as you can, try to invent something so they'll never associate you with the rest of the rappers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the thing that you create, they'll always have to look towards you for that product. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like they'll hear other sounds and shit, but niggas might listen to some bullshit. They're like, yo, man, put some of that Peedi Crakk shit on, because you know you're going to hear some different shit. Yeah. And I'm the source for that type of shit. Right. And we got a lot of artists that's like that, but that's always been my mind frame, to just always try to be the sole provider of that type of shit, the go-to for that. You know what I'm saying? Stand out, man. It was this kid named Day from my hood. He used to always be like, when we were spitting in a circle, he really encouraged me a lot, because I ain't even believe in myself at the time when I was a kid rhyming. But we would all rhyme in a circle on the block, and he would be like, when I rhyme, he would always be like, yo, you. He's like, yo, you, that your voice, and how you be doing it, yo. He's like, yo, you gonna be a star. Yeah. He used to tell me that. So I always be like, damn, I gotta make sure I keep my voice on the, you know what I'm saying? It's not a game. I'm like, yo, I gotta freak the voice. I gotta remember that. He told me to do that.
Word,
you know what I'm saying?
That's dope. So you mentioned acting a little bit. You want to act or do films or both?
I would love to act, but I think I'm a really good actor. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be cool, but that's not I really want to actually write the film, and I need more control over it. You know what I'm saying? And I watch a lot of films, and I've grown up watching a lot of good films. You know what I'm saying? Like Goodfellas and shit like that. I admire the way they were shot and the camera angles and all of that shit was just shot ill. And then I see some people like independent filmmakers that's coming up, like urban filmmakers, and the shit be so whack. And I'll be like, and then they might approach me with a film and be like, yo, I want you to get in this film. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna get in anybody's movie, it's gonna be my own. I'm not getting in your whack ass movie. I'm gonna write my own shit. So if this shit flops, I can blame myself. And I think I'm better than you at this shit. You know what I'm saying? So right. I'm more interested in actually writing and directing the film, man. And it's just fun, man. I've been on set on. I shot a film with my man Dom. He one of the members from the Roots from back in the day, but he shot a film called Center City. And he gave me the opportunity to star in the joint. And regardless of what scale the film was on, it was just dope to be on set and really experience that hands on. Cause I needed to feel that, you know what I'm saying? And to be and have to be on time every day. And that whole routine of the set with the light, with the getting my script right, and you know what I'm saying? So
What was your role?
I was this dude named J.O., man, just like some hood kid that grew up with this girl, but she went off to college. He used to do like little swipey credit card scams, little bit on a low level. You know, we sell like a gift card. You give me $25, I give you a $50 gift card. So it was on that level, but she went away and learned all of this dope shit on the business side and learned how to scam on a bigger level. Then she came back to the hood and gripped me back up like, yo, check it. I know how to bust the shit we used to do. I know how to do this shit to businesses and shit now for like hundreds of thousands. So that was my role. I was like her little partner with the scam shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the music? What do you got going on now?
I just start back recording, man. Honestly, man, I always be writing, right? But this the thing. I knew this was going to happen. Like I took a long break because I had to make a big decision. Like, yo, I know they love me for what I do. You know what I'm saying? For all the fans that fuck with me, they love me for that crack flow. But is it do we dwell on that crack? Do we give them the same crack flow, or do we step back and gather up some more juice? You know what I'm saying? Experience some things. That's all writing and music is about, experiences with me. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's relationships with girls or bullshit I go through with my homies, might have stole some shit out the crib, anger and emotions and shit like that stir up these different approaches to the songs. You know what I'm saying? So I knew, man, I knew that from the beginning when I started writing, all my shit came from emotions. You know what I'm saying? So I felt this. I was like, yo, when I had stopped rhyming for a while, when I stopped recording, because I always kept rhyming. When I stopped recording and presenting music to the world, was when I stopped feeling really I stopped feeling influenced. Like I didn't have material. I didn't feel I was living enough. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing enough. And that was around the time we was really spoiled with the whole fame of the Rockefeller thing and all of that. And I didn't have to work as hard no more for anything. You know what I'm saying? It really cripples you. You know what I mean? Because when you ain't got shit, that's when you go hard. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
But when you get things easily and you go to clubs and they giving you bottles and everything's falling in your lap and
Right.
it makes it hard. You know, that shit, the best shit they always say it come from pain and shit. And not even pain, but it's just from experience, you know what I'm saying? So I took some time off and just had to experience some life. And I knew to take a break. I had to be patient with myself, like, Crakk, take a break, don't burn yourself out. Fuck what these niggas talking about. I know they gonna keep approaching you to make music and put out a mixtape and all that. Fuck all that. If you don't feel it right now, you don't feel like it, don't do it. Don't tarnish what you built, you know what I'm saying? Don't tarnish the legacy. I'd rather not ever do it again than to go in and do some bullshit and fuck it up. And have you look at me like, oh, he used to be cool. He put out that bullshit, whack and shit now. You know what I'm saying? So I took the break and I feel better now. You know what I'm saying? We went through a bunch of shit, ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? Good and bad shit. So at this point right now, I be feeling like writing now. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things I like to tap on. You know what I mean? It's natural. I don't feel like I got to make myself do anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I sit down and force it. You know what I'm saying? It's been coming to me naturally, and I'm real glad about that. So right now, I got me and my man, shout out Ant Live, but all throughout that whole era when we was putting music out, we was putting out these crack files just in the streets. You know what I'm saying? They was doing a lot for me as far as besides the label shit with the videos and shit like that, but they was doing a lot for us just in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Underground shit. And since we ain't doing the crack files right now, I think we kind of done with the crack files, and I'm trying to get, you know what I'm saying, everything from that era, leave that there. Let's start something new. So we starting with the Crack Kills. So I'm about to do this Crack Kills Volume 1. Okay. And that's on the way right now, man. And that's one of my main things I've been focused on as far as the music, Crack Kills.
Let's see. Speaking of crack, you ever seen this movie called Don't Kill the Messenger about the crack epidemic and how it got started with the CIA and everything. You ever seen that
I've
movie?
never seen that. No, I never even heard of that.
Yeah, it's a crazy movie. I watched it again the other day.
Is it on Netflix?
Probably,
Most
probably.
likely, right?
Yeah,
It sound like some of they type of shit on
Yeah.
documentaries or some shit.
yeah. It's about the white dude that laid out he publicized how the government had a role in putting crack through the hood and everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a crazy flick.
I gotta check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but you know my name don't represent actual crack.
Okay, what's it represent?
All right, my name. It represents me and where I'm from, but really, it represents a time in my life. Cause it's the thing. When I was named Crack, my rap name was something else. My rap name was Pedro Tequila.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I had no intentions on calling myself Peedi Cracko. You know what I'm saying? Or Peedi Crack. But I had said in a rhyme, some rhyme called Cocaine Crack Militia. It was me, Freeway, and my man Hustle. And this back in our Ice City days when me and Free, before Rockefeller, before the deals and everything. This back when we was rhyming on the block.
Right.
And we did this song called Cocaine Crack Militia. And in my verse I said, they used to call me PD Cracko like Benny Blanco from the Bronx.
Right.
So I didn't think nothing of it, but it was a dope part in the verse, and niggas always be like, yo, spit that joint, tequila, that joint, PD Cracko like Benny Blanco. And niggas just start calling me PD Cracko. And then the O just dropped off somewhere along the years.
Got you.
But it came from Benny Blanco from the
Got
Bronx.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Can you talk about the time you went from PD Crack to PD? Can you tell us that story?
Yeah. All right, so this is the thing. Niggas hate when that PD shit in the hood, right? Hey, they be like, yo, what's up with this PD shit? I don't that shit kind of, I ain't feeling that shit. I like, listen, man, it was business. You know what I'm saying? My lawyer called me, and this is around the time Flip Sides was out, and I was doing so much Spanish shit in my music. I think it was from the Flip Side joint with the Que tu quieres mujeres, she said she blow, that joint, and then the Kelly de Ma, the Neo shit. So Corona called my lawyer and was like, yo, who this kid? We spitting the Spanish shit in his raps with Rockefeller, Jay-Z. Tell him we give him like 20,000 to do a commercial for our beer. But the only thing is he can't use the word crack. He got to say something else because we can't attach that to the product. So I'm like, dang. So my lawyer like, yo, can't you just like freak it? He a little Jewish dude. He trying anyway to get it right. He like, yo, can't you like tweak it? Like just Peedi or Peedi or some shit? I'm like, I guess I could say Peedi, man. I do say that a lot in my raps. It might work. I say Peedi, man. I announced it in like a magazine or sort of some shit. I'm in Def Jam and Jay pulled me in the office. He like, yo, come here for a second, man. Yo, what's up with this Peedi shit, man? I don't like that shit. I'm like, what's up, man? He like, man, you Peedi Crack, man. Fuck that. I was like, all right, man, you know what? And then I just started hearing that shit everywhere. All my homies, yo, what's up? Peedi shit. Oh, that shit kind of fruity, crack. I don't like that shit. Oh, yo, it's for the bitches, nigga, and this money. So anyway, we back at Peedi Crack, though. Okay. But if Corona call again, though, we might have to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck that. That was 20.
What about, you mentioned your Latino roots. Can you speak on that a little bit? Like just, we know hip hop had black and brown from the get go, right? But now we only see it in little bits and pieces. Yourself, Big Pun,
Nori,
Fab.
Fab is like Dominican or some shit, right? All right, my bad. Don't hold me on
that.
I thought I might got it fucked up. So I think somebody told me that shit. Fuck it, forget I said that shit. Oh, all right, there you go. All right.
Okay, my bad.
But
I mean, do you feel obligated to represent that, or is that just a part of your style?
I mean, I always feel that it from where, besides the fact that my father's Spanish, right? My father's Spanish and my mother is black. Besides that is in my blood and is part of my heritage. Besides that, it's just where I grew up from. I wasn't putting that in the songs intentionally to gather a Hispanic fan base, and you know what I'm saying? I really hate when niggas do that. You know what I'm saying? Or try to get me to do that. Yo, you gotta put more of that Spanish shit in there. That's a big market and all that. Oh, yo, I'm not feeling that. We not pimping the fucking Latin America, dog. When the shit come out how it come out, that's just how it always worked. It just come out the way it came out. So shit like the things I was putting in the rhymes was was shit that everybody say in the hood. Like we live in a community, like I'm sure they got this shit around all around the world, but it's always, Spanish and blacks always live together. We gotta always live together, and we blend good together. So I grew up in a real black Spanish neighborhood, and even the black people knew Spanish. You know what I'm saying? It was that ill. We was that tight with each other. So it was just natural for us to speak Spanish, to say little fly shit and raps, and all the little niggas that rapped around the way. Freeway used to say little Spanish shit on the low in his rhymes. Cause that's where we grew up around poppies and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Grinding with them and fucking with the poppy chicks and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I never intentionally like targeted that or made it like, I gotta do this. Like I got 5 Spanish brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And 1 black little sister. But that never been like a thing with me, man. I don't know. It seemed kind of disrespectful to me to target it. You know what I'm saying? I would just put it in there just because it naturally came, because that's how we grew up. You know what I'm saying?